YouTube, it's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're doing uh, DC villains that I want to see in the DCU part number 3. So we made it to part number 3 of this series here. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the series, it is pretty much, as the title says, DC villains that I want to see in the DCU, or I've already done, also, I've been doing these in parts, DC superheroes, DC villains, Marvel villains, and Marvel superheroes, and then in the MCU or DCU. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, again, these are in multiple parts. So if you don't see like a villain that you want to see or something, go check out the other videos. If it's still not there, I'll probably get to it eventually, or you can just leave a comment down below and I'll maybe select it for next video. Uh, yeah. So yeah, let's get into this now. Also, I forgot to say this too. The rules. The rules are I cannot add something on this list that is in the DCU already. I don't count shows, or any of those CW shows or anything like that. It's only DCU shows I count. Um, and yeah, I'm not gonna put anything in that's like, for example, like Black Adam, because we know he's getting a movie. So I just want to make that clear as well. But yeah, let's get into this. So yeah, we made it all the way to part 3. That's pretty good. I didn't even realize it was in part 3. I thought it would be in part 4, but yeah, it's part 3. Yeah, some exciting new villains I got for you guys too as well. So the first one we got is playing off last week. I talked about Reverse Flash, and now I'm talking about Zoom or Hunter Solomon. Yeah, so Zoom is pretty much, if you don't know who he is, he's another speedster. That's just the way to say it. He's another speedster, and he's a villain of the Flash. Yeah. So I think he looks cool. Like, look at him. He looks sick. But the thing is, he's a villain again. But it's alright to like villains. Uh, yeah, he's cool too, man. He looks pretty cool. He was in the Flash show as well. I remember him being on it. Yeah, I really enjoy his character. I think he's really cool looking. Yeah. Now for the next question. How do I want to see it get introduced? I think uh, he's a Flash villain, so I would want to see him in a Flash movie. But here's the main issue. Flash has so many villains. And right now, if I were to do my dream Flash movies or whatever, I would say he would like verse maybe Captain Cold or something like that. As like a minor villain, maybe Flash 1, and maybe verse like Reverse Flash. Who knows? Maybe in the second one or the first one if they make a second one or something like that. But yeah, I think Reverse Flash is a very necessary villain for the Flash. Like, he's the one who killed uh, his mother and stuff, and basically imprisoned his father. So I don't think I could cut out like either one of those villains. I think if we had to have Zoom, he would be a third villain. Or I'm not gonna say a minor villain, but yeah, I don't know what to say. I think he needs his own, not his own movie, sorry, like his own Flash villain, where he's the villain of a movie kind of thing. Cause I think it would be really cool for that to happen. And I think he's a really cool villain, but I don't think he's very necessary. Like, I don't want to see Zoom fight Flash before Reverse Flash. I think that's gonna be really stupid if they do that. But I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens. If it happens, whatever, I'll still watch it. But like, I think it's necessary for Reverse Flash to be fighting Flash before Zoom does. All right, the next one's gonna be Sinestro. Yeah, I'm kind of stupid, and I don't know why, but I didn't put him in a video yet to this point. I like completely like forgot about him. Lush, I didn't really. I kind of forgot him, kind of forgot. I'll explain after, but yeah, Sinestro, arguably top 10 noticeable villains of like all comics. A lot of people know who Sinestro is. Like he's a top 5 DC comics. Other than Batman's Rogue Gallery, like if you were counting everyone, like it's probably like, I'm not gonna go into detail, but yeah, he's noticeable. Like a lot of people know who that is. And yeah, if you don't know, he's basically arch enemy of. I'm pretty sure it's only Hal Jordan slash kind of the Green Lantern Corps. I don't think he's arch enemies with. Obviously, he's enemies with like John Stewart and stuff, but he's mainly arch enemies with Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. So yeah, and he's also the leader of the Yellow Lanterns, which he created, which means fear. But yeah, yeah. As I said before, I did this in the superhero video. Is I wanted to see Green Lanterns or whatever, and yeah, if they introduce him, I definitely want to see this. I want to see Sinestro in it. Uh, I've heard supposedly that they're making a Green Lantern Corps show. I don't even know if they're making a movie, honestly, but I remember hearing they're making an HBO Max show. But it's kind of hard to say if I should say include him in here, because in all honesty, if it's again like John Stewart Green Lantern, I would say don't bother with Sinestro. I would more maybe not. Like I don't know. I'm I think how Jordan plays a part in Sinestro's not demise, but the reason why he's a Yellow Lantern. I think he doesn't play a direct role, but like I always think of Sinestro versus Green Lantern. That's what I think of, and I think it's a really uh, cool rivalry they got there. He's a very interesting villain, arch nemesis again, and yeah, he's a pretty cool villain. Um, Next up we got Gorilla Grodd. Now, Gorilla Grodd, if you don't know who he is, he's basically a super smart gorilla that's villainous. Um, yeah, he's a really cool villain again, but again, he's another Flash villain. Or at least I think he is, but he could also be Justice League villain as well. Cause yeah, I just think he's kind of necessary again. He's a really cool villain. But yeah, let me tell you guys how I would introduce him. If I were to introduce him in like say Flash, I would probably put him in one of the movies. I don't think he needs to be a main villain, maybe a minor villain. Yeah, whatever. Uh, I don't know how people will react to that, but yeah, that's just my opinion on the topic. Like kind of like I'm not gonna say how Rhino played a role in Amazing Spider-Man, but similar to that. But I don't want to see it unfinished. So yeah, I just want to make sure that that's very clear. But also, if they don't have enough movies to really cover the Flash, because I don't expect Flash to get more than 3 movies. I'm just gonna be realistic, or maybe even 2. It's taking them so long to make a solo movie for Flash, which I don't understand. But that's just my opinion on the topic. Uh, yeah, there could be reasons why. I don't know. Like I might have been because of Ray Fisher situation or whatever. But yeah, yeah, and also Gorilla Grodd, it could also be a Justice League villain too as well. If you think about it, he could be a cool villain as well, or like Teen Titans villain or something, or one of the smaller teams or whatever. I think it would be really cool to see that happen. Cause yeah, I don't know if I've ever said this in a video, but I would love to see a Legion of Doom, kind of like Justice League versus Legion of Doom movie. I think that would be awesome, and I think you add Gorilla Grodd in there, or maybe even Reverse Flash for Flash's villain. I just think it would be awesome, and yeah. Other than that, yeah, comment down below if you guys have any other villains you want me to put in one of these videos. Hopefully I'll get to them. But yeah, yeah, comment down below what you guys think of these 3 villains. Curious to see what you guys think. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.